think I want to revise some of these. Still want to resolve the right side here. I feel like I wanted to make him more hunched back, so give him a bigger backpack. Let's see if that works. A little bit more actiony shape. Yeah, I feel like the right side is a little bit underdone. I'm gonna make them about the same value. And he's probably... I'm gonna separate him from the building, but I think I want this to be about the same value, so that kind of fades in. And then I just want to redraw it real quick, make sure everything is correct. Maybe a little bit of the original color. I'm worried about some of these elements not reading in an easy way. I want him to be more hunched over. Really give him that street peddler aesthetic. It's supposed to be like a jar, like a very large jar. He's got strapped to his back.
I told you that story to tell you this one.
Love sick like a dog, canine sensitivity, developing this new theory of relativity, connecting a soul rest in the captivity.
It's like a water merchant. Maybe it's like a Caves of Cud type of thing, where there's you know, water is a valuable commodity, unlike today where you can basically get it from your tap, unless you don't live in the first world, in which case it kind of is. I'm gonna be working a lot of fabric today. A lot of fabrics, a lot of like elements that are gonna be draping. I'm probably gonna get a couple of references here. Let me see. Canopy. Large canopy. Cloth. It's all like new age stuff I want. Let me try Middle East. This is kind of what I'm looking for. The material is just not what I'm looking for. Sun sail. It's called a sun sail. Okay. The overlap causes more shadow, and the shadow is on the lower. That's something interesting. I didn't think about that. It's a and it's logical, but it's like, okay, you try to derive it. This is what I was thinking of. It just if mine are more opaque, so they wouldn't be quite as translucent where they would allow that. But I feel like that's a really cool way of selling it, so I may try that. Yeah, it's always on the second one. Unless this is edited. This may be edited. What I'm seeing is like a lot of like this thread like material I could try. more like okay, you know what? I can just make that texture. Let's try that. It's like a lower color because it's the light kind of shining through. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of overlap, create a little bit of interest that way. Maybe that'll work for me. Let's see. Pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, let me think. And then I could have a little bit of that color. In there, but mostly just blue. So I think that's what I'm gonna kind of be going for. It's gonna be a lot of canopy. Maybe a different color as well. Try maybe like a green, like a lower green on the back here. Nice little triangle made of triangles. Canopy experiments. I think that's what I'm going to be doing for most of today. Quack. Hey, Pasta Life, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How's your Thursday going? Hey dude, nice artwork. Love your use of colors. Oh, thanks dude. And thanks for the lemon. You can check out something that's a little bit more finished in on my what's it called? ArtStation. Should be first if you just Google me. I'm just Darnus Art. This one's kind of very unfinished right now, but I think I like the colors as well. I think they're really working. So that's the main thing, I think. Composition and you know, value, colors. After I have that, then you know it's all downhill from there.
long black hair, teasing me with the kiss and the stare. Slight touch and you taking me there. So fine and it just ain't fair. So beautiful and so damn rare. She's angelic and energetic.
So
Sex as a weapon, I reckon that I confess in the
it's gonna be a little bit of a market type of scene. Our station work looks awesome too. I'm okay, just finished mowing the lawn. Oh, God, I remember when I used to mow the lawn. Once every Saturday. I guess it's that season again. Yeah, May. Oh, man. Time sure does fly. Yeah, I'm pretty happy I don't have to mow the lawn. I'm pretty happy I don't have a lawn to mow. But yeah, it's nice if you have one, but the maintenance, for me, it's like, it's so much work. I just, man, I like to decrease my maintenance as I go. So probably if they allowed it, I would probably just put in like fake grass if I did have a lawn, just so I wouldn't have to mow it. I wouldn't say I'm lazy, but I like to innovate and decrease my workload. Ixie, how's your guard going? If you're there, I don't know. I don't know if you're doing it. You are working a lot right here. Oh, this is light work. This is what I like to do. This is after I do like an 8-hour shift. This is what I do for fun. Light work. You know, a couple guns. Maybe we give them guns. Kind of like guns is a. Gonna move this up a little bit though. Might still have something there, but I still want to decide on that. A little bit of carpets, some more carpets. There's gonna be a lot of cloth elements in this image. I'm gonna be doing a lot of cloth. It's gonna be kind of a journey since my cloth is not amazing, so I'm hoping I can learn a little bit. Learn a little bit, do a little bit of cloth. Get it saturated at least if it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be like. Maybe put in a couple of holes. That would be pretty cool. Put in a hole or two. Maybe not that brush. That brush won't be a good brush to put a hole with. But maybe a couple of holes. Let me think. Maybe like an ellipse. That's another thing about, I think, cloth that's going to be interesting is I'm going to be drawing like the holes and stuff. Do you take ideas from games or books or something, or is this a scene from pure imagination? Well, I wouldn't call it pure imagination, but I've seen a lot of work like I guess you could say I came up with this myself, but I take a lot of inspiration from other artists. I take a lot of inspiration from let's see. Yeah, mostly artists. Like a lot of Craig Mullins. So I'm looking for like Assassin's Creed vibes, and so that's, you know, Mr. Mullins worked on Assassin's Creed, and so a lot of good work goes to AAA studios nowadays. So that's the only way you can see like really cool art, I think, is through video games or through movies. That's where it's, you know, concentrated, I think. So I guess in that sense, I also take a lot of inspiration from movies and games. But I like to kind of like source out where that original work is coming from, and that's usually like one guy. A lot of Mr. Mullins, a lot of Rangias, a lot of Devin Corwin. But that's what I'm looking for in this image. Hopefully I can combine kind of those three sources of inspiration, and then wish I was this talented with color. I swear I'm colorblind, or just too scared to use it or something. Well, color is simple once you've got like an idea for value. Color's pretty simple. I do have a lot of good sources. Like right now I'm looking at much better color, so it's easier to dumb it down. But this is kind of what I was looking for. This is my mood board. A couple of these are from Craig Mullins. I think all these on the bottom. You know, it's really cool stuff. Someone came to my house as I was painting, and they saw my mood board, and they're like, "Oh wow, you did all those? That's really cool." I'm like, "No." Yeah, so borrowing a little bit from Mr. Mullins here, a little bit from Rangia, a little bit from other artists. Some of these I stole and then forgot where I stole them from, so hopefully there's signatures on this so I can find it later. I would say color is, you know, it's always like a tertiary type of thing. You don't have to go too crazy with color. It's all about the value. If it reads in value, then you're good. I mean, I can take a look if you like. See what's going on with your stuff. Maybe I've got a cool tip for you, or not if you're shy. There are other artists, but they're, you know, in chat. They may give you some feedback as well if you're looking for it. Although we're all mostly on the Twitch. Mostly on the Twitch. I'm gonna borrow an element straight from Devin Corwin for this. I think I really like this idea. So of this guy sitting with the jars. I'm gonna put my own spin on it, but just add a little bit of my own spin on it, like everything else in here. But I like the idea of a jar cellar or like a water cellar. I could even use the element that I created for this guy here. He may be delivering it to this guy. There's gonna be a lot of underlining for this, or well, no, bounce light for this. That's gonna be cool, I think. A lot of cool bounce. It's gonna be fun. That's awesome. You're getting there. Keep it up. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just do this mostly for fun, but if I ever get that good where I can just do stuff like Greg Mullins, then yeah, I would love to, you know, do work like that. I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon, but if it does, I'm happy to do it. Give him a little poncho. This guy doesn't have a poncho. I feel like a poncho is required. Yeah, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Have a couple more figures. With the sitting guy, I'm able to like establish a little bit more of the perspective. I think I can also have, you know, I'm thinking of that that famous piece where there's this guy leaning over two kids sharing an ice cream. I think that was I always forget his name. It sounds like Rockefeller, but it's not Rockefeller. It's like Rockapainter. No, that's not it either. Rockmore? It's a very stony name. Rock Tosser? No. Alright, it's gonna drive me crazy until I get it. Hold on. Is it Rockefeller? No. Rockwell! There's Rockwell. There's Norman Rockwell. I always get stuck on his name. I don't know why. Let's see. Nice. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of, you know, they say that there's like a lot of like a lot of really gay energy in Norman Rockwell's paintings. This is the one I was thinking of. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to input that. But yeah, you could really tell. This is the original one. Where is it? I had it. Now it's gone. Where did it go? Oh, this one also. This is the one I was thinking. Oh, there's a couple of them. I think there's a variation or two. I was thinking of the one with the two kids. That was a little bit more cartoony, but it feels better for some reason. I like the gesture a lot. Can I? Yeah. If I could get a high-res image of this. Okay. Oh, it wasn't ice cream. Somehow I put like those two images together in my mind. But I like his gesture. I don't know if I'm able to do that, but we'll try it. Let's see. I think the the good part of it is the outstretched arm, and like he's kind of bent over. I don't want to really do like the characters. These are kind of going to be thrown away most likely, but just so I have something. So I can kind of remember what I'm looking for, and then eventually I'll have like faces and stuff like that. But this is a little bit too early, I think, for any of that. So I think I'm getting ahead of myself here. Just a little bit. All these characters will have a little bit of personality to them. I'm gonna try for a little bit of personality. If I'm stealing it, I'm stealing it. But if not, you know. There's cool parts of this composition which I can use. So. Hopefully I can paint it up without overworking it. I think what they need is more uniformed. More uniform like clothing, so you can kind of identify the culture a little bit. Let me pull this up so I don't have to keep tabbing to it. Now I can actually look at it. Should be a little bit easier. But yeah, I'm gonna have like a lot of characters here. Hopefully by the end we'll have a lot. I don't know how many exactly.
Always in trouble, need love on a double, spend cake in a lifetime, climbing to the level, contract with the devil, loophole, expiration date on the side of good people, always set the record straight. Round and round the piano keys, meditate, felt it in the music, need it now, can't let it wait. It's not a secret, everything is all out and exposed.
That'll be
Going down
good.
like the water in the river flows. It's how it goes, another day, another story told. Stuck inside the puzzle, searching, still trying to get a hold. Forgotten souls got lost in the cold, trying to get the freedom, now they need them walking down the Hope Road. They said they hope so, but it was a no-go. Front row stage show, well-placed logo. Fancy lights and the cameras are on, but he don't care, he's just there to sing another sad love song. Fade to black soundtrack to another night. It's the music of the rain and the city lights. Feel no pain, it makes the whole city bright.
I don't think I'll be able to do like an expression there, but I may be able to do a gesture.
It's the music of the rain and the city lights. Feel no pain, it makes the whole city bright. Without the sparkle of hype, it's just another night. And they all knew what it was from the first glance. No excuses, should have planned in advance, man.
Maybe he's like chatting with the woman over here.
Can't find a good girl, so we hooked the mic stand.
Not a lot of paper left in his right hand, making enemies of folks he treated like fam.
Stone cold, solid rock at every point stop. What you lean on soon as the pressure drop.
Ghetto hot, know the ledge, or you'll get a
maybe he's kind of, I feel like it's kind of like a trolley type of relationship. Like he's like, how much water did you sell today? What's that? Not at all? Ha. Better luck tomorrow. I don't know. I like to create little characters. It kind of helps me like paint them. The more I have, the better I could kind of depict the idea, and then yeah, just kind of gonna go from there. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of figures. These are some that I'm thinking about, and then I'm gonna try to like put them in. Ideally, also want a lot of canopy stuff going on. Really going to be stressing the cloth and the material used, and hopefully I also do like designs on every one. Just did a portrait, turned out really well. Turned out really well. Good to hear. Good to hear. Whose portrait did you do? I once did a character like this one in another painting where it was just, you know, fabricated whole cloth from a dream. I was a blind, or maybe it was a book actually. It was a blind seer boy, and he was sitting on a carpet, and he was like begging for coins, and he would tell you kind of the future. I was kind of starving. Very emaciated character. That's a cool painting. I wish I would go back to. I think that one actually has an interesting idea, which is kind of rare for my paintings. So. Oh, it's in Discord? Yeah, it's pretty good, actually, yeah. The thumbnails works really well. Yeah, short and sweet. Yeah, it really, like, there's not that much you need in a face and hands to make it work, if it works. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. I don't know who it is though. That's the only thing. Values look good. I guess that's the important part. Airbrush, dry texture brush is pretty based. I use a lot of airbrush and different textures. But yeah.
metaphors, the motivation that I wrote this letter for you to know that the music helps carry on. Like you see, a new day will bring us tomorrow.
I need more characters.
Yo, cause my beat plus your melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently.
More characters.
Yeah, cause your beat plus my melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently. Cause my beat plus your melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently.
I use Krita, but I'm new to digital. I have been drawing, and I have a drawing talent, not matter to type, so it's really hard to get used to. Yeah, for the first month, I use what you use. I actually prefer it, cause I'm once you're used to it. Once you're used to it, I think it's better. I think it's more efficient. Cause, well, first of all, you don't see your hand. For me, it's all about economy. And I don't mean the price of the tablet. The amount of movements I have to make. I feel like I've listened to this song like 6 times now. And this is like a terrible remix. Oh my god, there's literally like 15 remixes of the same song. I have a Cintiq but don't use it. Intuos is better. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard painters have dropped the Cintiq. I mean, I don't hang out with anyone who does like work professionally. So, I don't know. Interesting you can't see your hand. Hey, it's important. Like the amount of times where you have to move your hand away to take a look at what you're working on that's time. That's time and effort, and it's a lot. You know, every like second, like every every other stroke you gotta move. I don't know, that's a lot of seconds. I would rather have that time to, develop story, develop characters. I like this song. Another one. Oh my god, it's all. Let me try, I think there's like... Spotify really kind of screwed me here, I think. I'm just gonna go through, them manually, I guess. I have a XP Pen Deco 1. I have no idea what that is. But if it's a tablet, it's a tablet, you know? A tablet is a tablet. Never heard of that one. Nothing to say about it. With just a normal tablet, you have better posture and don't have to take your hand away. Yeah, yeah. I think there's gotta be like a lot of reasons why. I mean, do you really need to? Do you need to like literally see exactly? I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot to the tablet that I'm just like not a big fan of. I like this brown. This like mix of browns. There's like a red in there that I like. these white colors. But yeah, I don't think the tools are that important. I mean, they're important, obviously, but you know, I think everything after like just tablet tier is like, you know, whatever. I really like Wakeham's tablets because I've just been using them all this time. There could be better tablets out there, but yeah, I don't know. I like the dude over the bird's shoulder, creepy. Ah, well, he's gonna be riding the bird eventually when I finish. This one is surprisingly like close to done, but you know, based on the amount of like lines in him, it probably shouldn't be. He's got a very big nose. It's like the one thing I don't know about just yet, but otherwise. Yeah, hopefully it keeps going like that. And then kind of trying to make him like lean over a little bit. Predator is another weird choice. I guess it's free. Photoshop you kind of have to pay for or borrow. But I don't know, I prefer to like borrow it from a rich uncle or, you know, something like that, because I feel like it's like almost a valuable skill to understand the software. I think companies are looking for, you know, a proficiency in that. Although that might not be super important because, you know, at the end of the day, get hired, it's for like illustration. Doesn't really matter how you do it. But, and also, who cares? Who cares what they want? Still though, this guy is like a babushka. think there should be something that he's holding on to as well. Screenless tablet enjoyer versus average in Cintiq fan. I don't see myself using a screen tablet. Oh, maybe like a fishing pole. Some kind of element to lead you into the image. Copy this texture before I accidentally kill it. Oh, yes. This is a good song. I'm just trying to rebuild the confidence to actually create art. It's been nearly 11 years since I was really passionate about it. Finding new artists streaming online has helped break the ice to even try to do that myself, but it is hard. Yeah, I can see that happening. I've taken a lot of big breaks myself, so it just kind of happens. There's different reasons for it, but I think almost everybody takes breaks, so just get back on that horse and just start doing it. That's how I look at it anyway. If you fail, you fail. Whatever. And you can go do something else. At least you tried, you know? I think trying is more important for me than succeeding. Fake it till you make it. Fake it even after you make it. Fake it even harder. After you've made it, fake it like to the next degree, you know? If you're like over here, you should be trying to fake as if you're like over here. And then if you're actually over there, you should be trying to fake it as if you're over here. This would be like Guru tier. You'd be like in a kimono or something. With like a beard. I don't know. Never stop faking it. Always keep going. Con artistry till the end. You're never not an imposter among us. I haven't even played Among Us yet. I I saw it on what's it called for free, the Xbox store. I don't know. I like that type of game, but I like it in like real life. I don't know. I'm thinking about like I think in Dune, although I don't remember anymore. Honestly, it's been so long. I think there was like masks that they would wear. I remember in like Mad Max there was definitely like masks they would wear. So I'm thinking of like giving them like mask type designs so they can like traverse the desert. I think it was Dune. It might have been Dune. They had a lot of masks. Rebreathers. Everyone gets a rebreather. Everyone that goes out into the desert gets a rebreather. That could be a cool element. So I'm looking for some sort of standardized clothing element. This could be one of them. Speaking of masks, the CDC just put out a new directive that you don't have to wear a mask if you're vaccinated. So I'm either gonna have to go get my V card or just con my way through life like usual and just be like, hey, I actually am vaccinated. I had never really bothered to get it, so not required for my place of work, so might have to, or maybe I'll just wing it like usual. I keep seeing really scary social media posts though. They're like, it's time to start shaming anyone who hasn't been vaccinated. It's time to start I don't know. It's like, really? It's a lot. It's kind of a lot. Shun society. Where am I gonna get takeout? It's the reason I need society. Takeout. Speaking of takeout, I kind of want pizza today. I think I'm gonna grab a pizza. Grab a pizza. There's a lot of stuff to do in this image, but it's all really hard, so I'm having trouble picking out what I want to do. Because I don't want to do any of it. Kind of hard. I've got this interior thing that I really want to work. Maybe some familiar elements will help. I can just fool you into believing there's like a table and some stuff here. That'd be pretty good. Because there's really not a lot of space there to paint. So it's kind of like kind of just shapes, really. If I could just get a table shape and then maybe a chair shape, a couple of maybe like maybe like a wall scroll. Something like that. That's gonna be like a difficult element, I think. The little room inside the composition, that's gonna be killer. That's gonna murder me. Probably gonna have to get rid of some of these elements so I can make a really fleshed out doorway. Maybe I'll have to really come up with something here. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna make that doorway like make sense. But I also want to do like a lot of cloth type elements. Those will work really good, especially like leading the eye. So those are like the three main things I want. I want cloth-like elements, strong lighting scenarios everywhere. A lot of that would be like bounce light. Bounce light and a lot of like reflected light.
This is going
Gonna have to also draw a couple of feet here. I feel like they're not gonna be wearing boots. A little bit of foot drawing for the foot friends in the audience. Could you imagine you're a guard, you have like full, like either leather or like sort of light armor with like parts of it that are metal, and then you just have bare feet? Just steps on your foot. Instant knockout. I think also what worries me is those countertops. I'm not sure about those, but I do need something. I feel like glass merchants would be pretty cool, like different colored glass. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what kind of merchants. You might want to suggest something. I've got a water merchant so far, a humble water merchant. And his reliable water delivery guy got a, I don't know what this guy could be selling. Maybe like fruits of some sort. Try fruits. A little bit of yellow in the image. Maybe a couple of oranges. This could be bananas. I don't know yet. I don't know. I need ideas. Oh, you know, when I went to Egypt, there was like a lot of spice merchants. I thought that was kind of cool. So maybe he's gonna be selling like spices. And they have these weird like little boxes for them. Like, so you could kind of scoop it out. And inside there's like weird powder. Maybe like white. Fishing rod is important. But yeah, ideally what I want is like a reed that comes from here and then this kind of like goes into this, you know, goes into here somehow.
This is going
And then we'll see what kind of stuff you can ignore or what kind of stuff you should keep around. I think I'll have some really nice pieces of cloth, like close up, where you're gonna be like looking at it, you'll be like, oh, whoa, that's cloth. And then like when it gets to watermelons, killing me. Desert watermelons. Watermelons require like exorbitant amounts of water to grow, I believe. Maybe cactuses? Hey, D-Live team. Thanks for the feature yet again. Doubt. Press X to doubt in chat. Must be expensive. Yes, this is like the most expensive thing here is the watermelon. The watermelon merchant is actually the richest guy around. Shit. The desert. In the desert alien world, the watermelon is the most expensive. Oh, you know what? They need like little scales. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could turn this into like a hookah merchant. It's a little scale, I think. It's like we'll do a cool scale, but like just so I have something in my mind. Watermelon merchant. Maybe like cactuses would be more appropriate. Although who would buy a cactus in a desert? I just think they would look. It's like a cool element. Cactuses are very cool. You can do all kinds of things with them. Like look at this like bright red. Like, these are nonsensical colors. Like the shapes don't make any sense, and they're just like, because it's a balloon shape. Like what? Huh? How does that form? It's a flat balloon, you know. So you could really like make cactuses whatever you want, as long as they have like, you know, a couple of elements of the same. I might do something like that. Let's borrow a little bit of the color here. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of designing like a cactus. We'll see. I just find that like the reds and stuff that could be in like a part of cactuses to be like really crazy. So I think it could be a cool little addition. I think watermelon's a little out of place in a desert. Thank you for the suggestion though. Watermelons. And we're gonna also open up a you know, more animals would be kind of cool actually, because I have like this bird. Maybe there's a guy who also makes like food out of the birds. They're not only great guard animals, but they're also like delicious. Karen birds are friends, not food. That could be a story element I add to. More interest in that regard, I think, would be okay. You know what? A carpet merchant would really fit. I feel like, and it would be pretty easy to do. We could just, you know, right here we have like all kinds of drapery. That's what I kind of imagine, like drapes and maybe clothing. It'd be hard to sell it as like an actual store though, because now I have like a store that would be, it looks like you're using your sketch brush to paint. I don't know what that means. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but hey, how's it going? What's up, dude? I got a meme for you. Mind if I post? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Right on. It's going good? That's good. This is gonna pop up. The Virgin Loom. I've seen this so many times. I think this has been posted. This has been posted so many times in my Discord. It's a classic, yeah. At this point, Chad Hogarth. The proportions, they make no sense. Well, the shading doesn't even matter. It's just like whatever, man. You never have? It's a classic meme. Welcome to the classic meme club. I see you are a fan of a man of culture as well. I just remember I was talking about Loomis years ago, and I thought about you. Oh, that's a good association to have. I do like me some Loomis. I haven't read Hogarth, to be honest. That is one that I have not read. I've read most of them now, but I haven't read Hogarth. I've looked at it and it just like doesn't appeal to me. Like the end result of the book doesn't appeal to me, so I think I won't have a fun time doing that book. So don't recommend it. I mean, someone out there must be using it. But yeah, brush is a brush. You can use it for whatever you want. There's no brush police, at least not that I know of. If you're aware of them, please don't report me. I'm a good boy. I didn't do nothing. I'm just drawing some. Sketch only, no painting, hard mode. Sketch only, no painting, hard mode. Oh, yeah, the titles I forgot to update. I was doing the sketching for a while, and then I think I've gotten to a composition I like, so now I'm gonna paint it. Yeah, at this point I don't get that far in the drawing, unfortunately. I wish I could get this far with just drawing. Could you imagine the amount of work, though? My drawings are pretty simple. Yeah, my titles are legendary how bad and incorrect they are. Title from like a week ago? No. Title from like a day ago. Maybe 2 days ago. But yeah. Yeah, I think I really wanted to sketch for like hours, and I think I accomplished that goal. I think we got really close to almost a full sketch for a painting before I committed to it, which is pretty rare.
Buy that merch. Buy that merch. Buy that merch.
Thank you for buying that merch.
Buy that merch. Buy that merch.
Reggie, thank you for the sub again. Appreciate it. You're at like a lot of months now, I think. Many months, Reggie. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I did a 4 or 5 hour stream just scribbling the other day. It came out pretty weird. Automatic drawing. Oh my god. Someone else knows the term automatic drawing? Holy shit, dude. So that is from our favorite. What's it called? Wait, was that a gifted sub? Oh man. I don't know how to Twitch. It just shows me. Nee Johnson, thank you for the gift. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, for some reason, like my I'm not good with the things, but yeah, I appreciate the gift. Not good at Twitch. See, the titles don't work. The what's called don't work. Oh man, what was I saying? Automatic painting, right? That is a term from our friend Polak. who painted, you know, with drips and stuff. He had that term. There's a lot of other people that have different words for it, but I associate that. Like, usually we call it default. Just go default. So, if you'd like to share it, you can post it here or in the Discord. We do have a... Don't expect me to sub to you. How dare you? You've been here so long. That's fine. Reggie is like a lightning rod for gift subs for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Line song. This is why I don't like Epic. This is the only reason, is it tells me it has these notifications, and then it's like, I might take a look at it later. Epic, thank you for advertising on my channel. Appreciate you, Epic. Epic Game Store, everybody. Epic Game Store with the notification. Appreciate you, Epic. Very cool. Let me see here. Mines. I have not seen Mines as a URL for a very long time. Oh, this is definitely a very trippy flight of consciousness here. Definitely a lot of stuff, but a lot of graffiti-esque type of stuff. It's neat, but I would try to... I usually do this like at the start, kind of. In a very similar fashion, I do something similar. I have like very scribbly stuff, and then I try to figure out what I wanted to paint, and then I develop from there. And then I think I deleted the previous ones, so you won't be able to see the previous, what's it called? Oh yeah, I don't know. Automatic painting is a good description of it. It's tough to sketch a lot. Like, my sketch files are like, I think I actually have this one as a sketch. What's it called? I think I saved this. Hold on, let me take a look. I was sketching for hours, and I was coming up with different concepts in order to like push. Yeah, my sketches are not good. I think I came up with this composition, and I was like, okay, this kind of works. Let's go. So I had different iterations of it. A lot of them didn't work out. Some reference images. A dragon, randomly. I think there was like a drawing prompt. A lot of weird sketches for this one. And then eventually I settled. Yeah, here, this is what I wanted to show you. Like, I have a lot of like weird little sketches, and then I try to take that and make it into something. Some of these are kind of interesting, maybe. Yeah, I used some of the ideas, but none of them really. This one I still want to develop a little bit. I really like kind of the idea, but there's no like idea there. It's just like a person standing in front of a canvas again. So maybe something like this one. This one might be kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of sketchy type stuff that I do, and then I just throw it away, you know. And then we'll do something with that. If I can make it into something, then cool. If not, then just throw it away, and then what's it called? But yeah, you could. You can always like, can always start a new canvas in digital. That's my favorite thing, is that anytime I want to, I can just start my new canvas. I don't have to go to the store to buy canvases, anything like that. I just pop it on and pop it in, zip it in and zip it out. You know? Zippity doo dah. And then it's all good. And then, there. I think I want smaller triangles the farther back we go. I might want to expand some of these triangles a little bit. Just a little bit. So that I could get, you know, get a little bit more juicy when I do start to paint them up. And like this one is gonna be pretty cool, I think. This one that it's very large. A lot of tapestries. This is gonna be a lot of tapestries. Oh right, I wanted to sell this carpet store. Just I want to be kind of generic so I can get the point across, but I also want to have cool things in there. So maybe a couple of them will be like rolls, carpet rolls, you know what I'm saying? Couple rolled up carpets. Reminds me of the Human Town in Guild Wars 2. I'm actually using a little bit of Guild Wars 2 art for inspiration here from Rungia. So, this is the one I'm looking at. From Rungia. He has similar ideas, done differently. And we'll be borrowing a little bit of his work as I go. A little bit of... oh god, I always forget his name. Oh, someone help. Damien? No. I don't remember the name. Oh, shoot me. Please shoot me. A bit of Craig Mullins. I would say Damien Hirst, but that's clearly not. Let me see. Let me search for that image. I have it in Discord actually. It's search by image. But yeah, the Human Town in Guild Wars 2. I'm not using that particular concept art. I think it would. I think that would be like Jamie Jones did most of those. But very similar. I do love Devin Corwin. I was thinking of Devin Corwin. A lot of cool stuff he's doing. Let's see, Jamie Jones. Let's see, Guild Wars 2, or maybe it was Kekai Kataki who did the Human Town. I don't remember. I don't even remember the name of the castle place. Human capital city. It wasn't Lion's Arch. It was Kryda. It was Kryda. Kryda. Concept art. Guild Wars 2 is actually really super inspiring to me. I really love most of the artists. This one's Kekai, I think. This one's Kekai Kataki, if I can remember this stuff. Like most of the concept art was Kekai Kataki from. There's not a lot of Kryda, but I think this was the Human City. It's been a while since I played it, but this one I think may have been Jamie. Maybe. It's hard because they never credit them. This is Kekai for sure. I don't know. Most of these are Kekai Kataki. If it's uncredited, it's probably Kekai Kataki, to be honest. Although it doesn't look like his stuff. I really like Guild Wars 2 work. I really like all the artists. I really like all the... there's a lot of them. They had a lot of artists working on that game. I like all of them. So they had just like an all-star team. I don't know if they knew it at the time, but yeah, they had a lot of cool artists working on that game. So yeah, especially artists like Kekai Kataki have definitely been a major inspiration for work for me. So I don't really paint like him, but I like the look of his paintings. Yeah, his stuff is really cool. Really like his stuff. Definitely inspired by Kekai. I'm gonna have a little bit of like engraving on these. A bit of engraving, a little bit of this and that, a little bit of this and that. But mostly I think what I want is like that lighting design. And that's gonna be like kind of difficult. I'm gonna be trying to get that to come through a lot. A lot of like bounce lights, a lot of almost like an interior, because we don't have a roof technically, but we do have like what's it called? These triangle things that block the light. And so what I would like to do ideally is to use that to kind of have these like little bursts of light coming through the ceiling. If I can do that, it's kind of a higher tier concept than what I'm used to doing, so but yeah, that would be interesting, I think. And then how do you really decide when a piece is complete? Oh, I have a simple way of doing that, because I need one. It's very hard for me to finish a piece. So I have a really simple way. I actually got this from not a very art-related place. This is more like a general work type of thing. When I'm doing a lot of stuff in a painting and then it's not changing anymore, like I'll spend 7 extra hours and it really hasn't changed, that's when I know it's done. Because I could sink forever into a painting. I can really paint forever. But it, like, it becomes really boring for me too. And then I'm just kind of forcing myself to go along with it. And at that point, when I'm no longer having fun, that's definitely a part. Because like that's always an indicator that's, this is, we're done here, we're finished. But when I feel like I'm making a lot of movements, I'm doing a lot of stuff, but the painting has not changed, that's when I call it quits. Good advice. Thanks. When I keep painting, but it goes nowhere, then I call it complete. Yeah, basically, yeah, that's it. Maybe give her a hookah. A couple of hookahs would be nice, I think. Maybe I could put one here. Hookahs are pretty generic, and they're kind of like, oh, okay, this is very Middle Eastern, okay. But they literally do have like a hookah bar or a tea bar on like every street corner, so you it kind of like, you know, that's just kind of how it works, you know. It's the corner club, man. It's like a deli, you know. If I was drawing a New York street, I would be drawing delis, you know. So, you know, it's not anything against New York, but I'm just saying there's a lot of delis. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of sandwich meat being thrown around. Very New York sort of way. Let me see what else we got here. I think I need more cactuses, more cacti, cactuses, cacti-sis. That's another thing with these cactuses. You can make them any shape you want. You can go real crazy with it. And they have these weird balloon shapes too, which you can just put in. I feel like those balloon shapes are the craziest ones. So I kind of want some of those. Feel the balloon, man. Very beautiful too. What's cacti? It's a plural of cactuses. I believe it's cacti. If I'm not joking, I think it's cacti. I think there's also like blue ones. Try. I'll have the blue cactuses. This song reminds me of Frontier Psychologist. I really want to listen to Frontier Psychologist now.
Mr. Kirk, Dexter's in school.
I'm afraid he's not, Miss Fishmore. Dexter's truancy problem is way out of hand. The Baltimore County School Board have decided to expel Dexter from the entire public school system.
Mr. Kirk, I'm as upset as you to learn Dexter's truancy. But surely expulsion is not the answer.
I'm afraid expulsion is the only answer. It's the opinion of the entire
Looks,
class that Dexter is criminally insane.
we call them nopales, the cacti with the prickly pears. Yes, nopales. Never. I don't think I've ever heard that before. I think I learned something today. But I feel like cactuses, because I don't know enough about them, I can design them the way I want. I think this hookah is not gonna work. It's, there's just too much going on there with the guy, and it's causing a problem.
He was white as a sheet.
And he also made false teeth.
I really want a little bit more gesture from this guy. I don't know. I think he's gonna be walking forward.
Avalanche is above. Business continues below.
Did I ever tell you the story about
Cowboys.
The Indians and frontier psychiatry.
I felt strangely hypnotized.
I was in another world, the world of 20.
You know, would be cool to have like a strong like shadow. That's I have like the lights, but I don't have like the shadows cast by these things. That's kind of what I'm missing. So that is gonna be, oh, I mean, I sort of have the shadows since I just have like a basic thing, and I just have the lights, and then everything else is kind of like what's it called? But I think I could do better. I think I could do like real cast shadows. I think that would be really cool. It might be like an element that it's a new layer. Yeah. So I'm thinking of like having it like very strong like shadows like that all over the place. And then I'll use
White as a sheet.
Andy also made false teeth.
things like that. I think that would really sell it. That there are like little triangles on top of them. That is an idea that I'm gonna have to screw around with. Definitely not gonna be able to just spit that out there. But I am thinking of something like that. Yeah, the lighting design and the cloth are gonna carry this image, I think. But it's gonna take a little while. It's gonna take a little bit.
Yeah, some birds are funny when they talk. Can you think of anything else?
More cloth. Another character here, maybe? I think this was a character. Oh, this might not have been a character. This might have been like stuff on the back of the Beast of Burden. I don't know. Right now it looks like a tangent, and I'm gonna take it out for a little bit, and then we'll reevaluate the placement there. But hey, this pace is going. It's going. Definitely going. A lot of going on. It was good, dude. I'll catch you next time. Gotta go water the seedlings. Peace. Hey, thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you later. Looks like this place doesn't require to repaint the lips 20 times. Yes. This is the reason I love environments. It's that I don't have to paint the faces that much. I still have to make them like look good from, you know, reasonable distance. But then I get all these tricks I can do. Like I can just airbrush the face and have it like literally two value groups with no real detail, and then I would just go with that. So that, you know, that gives me a little bit of I still have to do a lot of details on other things and stuff like that, but at least I don't have to repaint the lips like 20 times, and that's huge. Very big. Very bigly. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the armor just yet. Right now I'm still kind of like playing around with design ideas. I don't think I want to make it like full plate because he would microwave in there, and that would be not good. Don't want to microwave my guy. Thinking like cloth types, and then maybe like little pieces of metal here and there, but no full plate, no half plates, no things of that nature. This piece might require a lot of more time than a portrait, but a good environment is kind of like a good character. Needs all the stuff that's required for a nice character, I think. Gotta get the nice atmosphere, nice design, a lot of design elements, a lot of storytelling, a lot of like expression. A lot of shape design, a lot of interest building, you know, so it's still a lot of stuff, a lot of soul. I'm not saying that. A lot of soul crushing detailing. There's gonna be a lot of stuff in this one. I'm hoping I can swing a lot of elements. Maybe some more large buildings. I would really like to see some more large buildings. One thing I hate about drawing crowds is maintaining the proportion in perspective. Yeah. Some of the things are still kind of feel like I haven't really figured it. Like I think this guy might be a little bit tall compared to this guy. But I want to kind of scrunch this guy down so that he looks like he's, you know, he's like kind of like leaning over. I think I just have to like, if I'm able to like correctly do it, I won't have to alter it. Felt like the chicken is too short. Well, it's like, if this guy is like 6 feet, and then his hat is another half a foot, the chicken is like a full 7 feet. So it's kind of large. It's a very large bird. I would say this chicken would produce a lot of chicken tendies. This would be the chicken tendy mother lode, if there is such a thing. Oh, I love this sound. I love that sound. What is that? add this. Rat-a-tat. Cream on Chrome. 2015, one song. I think I've listened to this, but this is good. I really love the sound. Something about the sound is just really good. The chicken legs would be short. Well, considering that, like, no one here has legs. Except this guy. This is the only guy that has a full figure. If I were to, you know, we'll do like this thing. If we were to like look at, I would say that the legs would be like here somewhere. Going in a little bit. Chicken-legged, you know? That's kind of what I see. The problem is this guy, I think his legs should be just extended a little bit, and then we should be arriving at the thing that I'm looking for. So that's what I'll do. I think I'll extend his legs, and then it'll create more of an illusion. If his legs are cut off, it's much more difficult to trace it. Hey gamer. Hey, what's up, dude? How's it going? Doing a little bit of gaming. I had a customer come in with the name Gamer, like with a gay. And she told me her name, and I couldn't do my job. It was pretty bad. So I think what I'll do is I'll pick up this guy's legs a little bit, and then that'll fix the perspective error there, maybe. Hopefully. If not, I'm gonna have to kill this character. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing okay. Just doing a little drawing, little painting. Alright, let me try these other ones by Rat-a-tat-tat. Oh, this is why I love the sound so much. I was like, I recognize this song. Now I know where it came from. Okay. So I really like this. I think they do just like straight up instrumentals, which is pretty good. I like me some instrumentals. Tall ass hat. Yes, the hat is actually taller. I've been editing it down, but I'm not absolutely sure. But his head actually ends here. What culture is that from? I don't know. I made that when I drew the what's it called? When I drew the original guard design. I don't think there is anywhere I stole it from exactly. So I'm trying to make sure that we're kind of going this way. Well, this guy's bent over, but if he was standing up, he would be around there. Even further, I mean, these guys might be a little bit off. We'll see. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of thinking there. But I don't have I didn't get the hat from anywhere. That's kind of mine. The bird too. And the bird's armor. There's no real source for that. Yeah, this music is really relaxing to me. I don't know what it is. It's like the chord progression finishes the way I want it to. I don't know what to call that. Very satisfying. You know, like cleaning, power washing your, what's it called? Deck. It's very, like, it's energetic, but it just relaxes me because it's like, a lot of songs have this thing where it's just very discordant, and then like, when I'm listening to it, like, it doesn't end the way I want it to, and I have like PTSD from listening to it. Literal PTSD. And then later on, it gets stuck in my head and it doesn't end. So, here I'll do one for you. This one got stuck in my head for like a day. Let me see. Give me.
Give me back that filet fish. Give me that fish. Give me back that filet fish. Give me that fish. What if it were you hanging up on this wall? If it were you in that sandwich, you wouldn't be laughing at all.
Any day is a great day.
They wait, they changed it a little bit. Wait, hold on. Let me see here. This is the classic commercial, but there was another one. I don't know if I can get that commercial. Oh, I think this is it for 2019. Here it is. The other song like goes into it.
Now, get everybody's favorite.
I think this song is like engineered to give me like PTSD. I don't know what it is about that, but it gets stuck in my head and then I just have a bad time. And if you're around me, I'll actually like drum it out or I'll tap it out. So not a fun time for me. I don't know. And for anyone else that's around. But yeah, this type of music, for some reason, it kind of just relaxes me a lot. Maybe stirrups too for this, not sure. Not sure where they would go. Maybe no stirrups. Changed my mind. I think the challenging part is gonna be making all of these the same hat. Because I could do the hat once and then, you know, we're good. But when it's like 3 times, I start to like, okay, what am I gonna do here? You know what else what it reminds me of? That Canadian group, Impala. They have like similar vibes. I really like their stuff as well. I'm surprised that the Canadians even have music. Because they have no culture. I mean, it's hard living in, you know, as America's hat. You know? Like, what's American culture? Hamburgers. The full American breakfast. Let's see, what is American culture? Oh, there's a leaf in the chat. Fuck Canada. Dirty Moose Riders. Guns. We do have a lot of guns. We have a long history. A very long and brutal labor history. What else? I guess, I don't know, it's hard to say like what is the culture, right? Because it's like the things that I'm thinking about are like cultural artifacts, like what the Statue of Liberty, wonton soup, you know, things that Americans have made. I guess that would be a more important question to solve. I don't have an answer for it. Oh yeah, this song is fucking kicking. I love it. It just kind of relaxes me. I don't know. America's like the buffet of every culture in the world. I don't know. We have a lot of stuff that is, you know, specifically ours. We have made a lot of innovations in you know, democracy, and a lot of like European countries copy us. They look to us for leadership, basically, and a lot of stuff. The Brits may have invented English, but we perfected it. What else? Native Indian? I don't know about Native Indian culture. I feel like that's separate. Every place the British have invaded had like Aboriginals living there. I blame them. If anything, it's the it's always deferred to the British Empire. If there's a massacre of any sort of genocide, it's the British. The British did it. You know? I actually have this conversation with my friends sometimes, and they're like, well, you know, the British were the first to start, like, giving back the colonies to the people. It's like, well, I don't know about how willing they were to do that, or how forced they were. You know, this is, I don't think they did that of their own free will. I don't think... Oh, we decided one day that we no longer wanted to be an empire, so we just kind of gave it all away. This is a legit argument from, like, one of my friends. I was like, okay. Okay. Alright. I'm sure that's what happened. Just one day, you wake up, you're like, I'm just tired of it. All the colonies. We're just gonna let them go. It's not like there were like wars fought over this. Nah. Gandhi who? But yeah, it's difficult to say what American culture is. I don't know. The British also bought a lot of Chinese and Indians to your country, and they're still ruling like 100 years ago. I mean, there's a lot of immigration, and yeah, sure. We definitely had a lot of Indian people and Chinese immigrants, of course. It's a very long and deep history. We're definitely a country of immigrants. Other than the people that were already here, and then the British kind of genocided them, or whoever it was. There's so many people that participated, you know. It's just like we just had to kill them. Sorry, Indians. But you know what? I don't know. It's like it's like one of those things that you hear about, and you're like, oh man, it's so sad we did that. I don't know. I think they were pretty brutal themselves. And yeah. Pretty brutal. And it's just kind of the way that it works. Whoever had technological superiority wins. Never heard of the British genocide? Okay. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of murders. A lot of expansion, a lot of colonization. We colonize the place. We kick all the inhabitants out, and it's ours now, you know. But that's how it works. I don't know what anyone wants. Like, everybody wants like friggin' like people to say I'm sorry now. It's like, no. Sorry. We'll give them the Canadian sorry. And that's it. That's all you could do. Unfortunately, it's ours now. See you later. I don't think what's it called? I don't think there's a real solution there. I think the truth of the matter is, if we could keep on doing that, just going into countries and just taking all their shit, I think we would keep doing it. It's just that right now it's what's it called? It's a little bit different. There's a bunch of theories in game theory where you reach points of equilibrium, where like, and this might be by points or by whatever, where any move you make will actually result in a loss of territory. And so this is kind of, I think, what's basically happened, except when you talk about like Russia, who gets to like invade other countries and no one really cares. They could do that with impunity. Also, China can annex the Congo if it wants. That's fine. That's okay. As long as we're not doing it, then it's fine, right? That's how it works. It's a long and bloody history. You're gonna have to like pick up a history book, look up the history of colonial America. How could the British rule a third of the world? They had guns. Indians had like stone axes and arrows. Just much more advanced technology. There are things that like organized military, things like the French. There's a lot of innovation, like the French infantry. You know, the fact of even like realizing that you should standardize military regiment, things of that nature, were like big innovations. And you can actually read about this in very strange places, like Derrida's book. I'm sorry, Foucault's book, where he talks about how institutions kind of you know, become what they are, and it's sort of these building blocks, something like being able to standardize military training, being able to, you know, assign a value to like what is good and what is bad, what's a good shot, what's a bad shot, what's a lazy person and what's not a lazy person. And if you have that and your opponents don't have those innovations, they're gonna have a bad time. Have a real bad time. I mean, if they have a lot more people, you know. If they don't have ships, organized military, guns, different weapons of war. As far as I understand, Indians didn't even really have like buildings and constructions. They maybe had teepees and stuff like that. So it was an easy dub. Just came in there and was just like, yep. Hey, we're right about that time, eh chaps? And Indians were like, righto. And so yeah. And there's a lot of Aboriginal countries that you know, the British went into and just like decimated. It doesn't end in colonial America. But yeah, I mean, like, that's how it was played. That's how the game was played. They even called it the Grand Game. You know, like, to blame them and say like, oh, well, this, you know, you shouldn't have done this. Any of those other people would have probably done the same shit. So it's kind of pointless to, you know, to look back and say, oh, okay, let's judge them for it, you know. I think they did everything that any other developed nation would do. Like China would absolutely do it if they could. And they did. Like, if you look at Chinese history, there's like uniting of the you know, separate nation states that were before China and before the Qing dynasty. Like, there's a lot of just people murdering each other. That's all of history. It's just a bunch of murder. You know, now it's all like, we look back on it and we're like, oh man, that wasn't right. You shouldn't have murdered that guy. But that's, you know, that's how we came to be here. You kind of have to accept it and move on. I don't know. I think like people now begging for like, oh well, we want, you know, some sort of restitution is just silly. I don't think we should give it to them. Just be like, nah, we won. See you later. GG. A GG, and that's it. You know. So that's how it goes, you know. Shouldn't have brought a bow to a tank fight. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, history is pretty brutal. I like reading little passages of it. Once in a while, I'll just go through, you know, some Wikipedia even, or some what's it called? Some historical writings of like more like some summations rather than like the original text. I don't have enough time for that. The last thing I read with the Dutch, absolutely just destroying parts of the Congo for the rubber plants, and then just being like, yep, that wasn't us. We didn't do that. But yeah, it's like, I'm sure if those people could do it, they would have done the same thing. It's just kind of how the ethics of states work, I think. They just do all the things, you know, that they can, and sometimes that means a lot of genocide. Just a little bit of genocide in your exploration and manifest destiny just a little bit, you know. That's just how it goes. Oh, well, it's 6:30. I'm actually going to call it here. I think we did a lot of work, so this painting is looking fresh. A little fresher. There's a lot of parts of it that have been developed. I'm still looking to develop the lighting scenario. I think that's like one of the most important things for this this painting to work. But there are a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. You enjoyed, and thank you for hanging out with me. I'll catch you all next time.